A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Captain speaking. Time has just gone 12 o'clock on board Balmoral en route to New York City.
Il y a un siècle, le Titanic aurait dû arriver à Halifax après avoir quitté Queenstown. C'est pourquoi, en apercevant les côtes, l'émotion était palpable pour les descendants des victimes. Ils ont, en résumé, accompli un bout manquant du trajet reliant Southampton à New York. De nos jours, la ville d'Halifax est surtout une ville industrielle ainsi qu'un port pour les grands paquebots. Étant donné que le Titanic a coulé il y a un siècle, de nombreuses personnes l'ont sûrement oublié. C'est pourquoi nous allons entendre différentes personnes à propos de l'impact du film de James Cameron sorti en 1997.
The movie was released.
Yeah, exactly.
It brought Titanic back to the fore again.
Yeah, okay.
Whereas before now, if people had been interested in it, they would have spoke about it.
Okay.
Given the fact that it was its last port of call.
Dizzy Douglas, l'arrière-petit-fils de Thomas Andrews, livre ses impressions.
So I think that has brought it back quite a bit, and a lot of younger people are interested in it now. There is people that have always been interested in it, but there's more now with the young people and more people in Belfast as well. All we had in Belfast was a memorial to the Titanic. Now we have a museum. The Diadochus preserved the Titanic was in. We had brought the old ship back that used to ferry them from Cherbourg. We have it in Belfast.
C'est maintenant au tour de Fran de réagir.
Cameron's film certainly brought the story back again to life, and I know some people who felt he took too much Hollywood license with facts and were a little offended by it because so many people died. But I thought what he did was very clever, using today's technology and to work in a fictitious love story between two very appealing young people and to work in a treasure hunt. Everyone likes to think there's treasure in shipwrecks. There are lots of shipwrecks that there wouldn't be, and he managed to amalgamate it all with the reality and go back into the old time and work it in with the new time. I thought it was clever.
I think the special effects were superb, which Hollywood are very good at doing. But I think the storyline was historically not correct, because steerage and first class passengers would have had no mixing at all. And the best, for me, the best reproduction as far as movies are concerned was the 1958 film A Night to Remember.
Yeah, it was a good film. And that's technically what it was, because there was a lot of things in the film that didn't happen. You know, I don't think Officer Murdoch shot himself on the deck, and I don't think he shot any of the passengers. So back home in Scotland, where we're from, his hometown are not very happy about the way James Cameron projected what happened on the movie. And they were actually quite annoyed and up in arms about it. So yeah, that's Hollywood. It's just totally different. You're watching the Titanic film to anybody in the UK, let alone Scotland, everybody would have heard about it. It's a blockbuster.
I mean, Titanic has touched everybody's hearts, and I think the film just, you know, brought it out in people. It's a good film. I think it was a good film.
I don't think it was any better. The original one was better, the 1950s. Yeah. What's the name of that again?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
The Longest Night.
Leurs avis nous montrent très bien que le film a remis au jour l'histoire du Titanic ainsi qu'intéressé la nouvelle génération. Cependant, leurs avis sont divergents quant à la qualité et à l'exactitude des éléments du film. Il y a beaucoup de passagers du Titanic qui auraient dû descendre à Halifax, c'est pourquoi il y a un grand cimetière qui est consacré à ces naufragés. Ce dernier fait l'objet chaque année d'une commémoration par les familles des victimes. De plus, tous les survivants ont été amenés à Halifax avant qu'ils puissent retourner chez eux. Dans le prochain épisode, après avoir fait un voyage de 12 jours, nous arriverons à destination finale, New York. Nous découvrirons les côtes américaines ainsi que les abords de cette mégalopole. Nous découvrirons tous ces éléments par un temps magnifique à l'aube.